Thanks so much. So it's a pleasure to join all of you here today. I think that Gitex has been absolutely phenomenal. I do believe that the topics I'm going to be speaking on during the course of today at my solo presentation later this afternoon will be covering what some of the side effects are in fact of the pandemic. And what we have in fact noticed is that some of it was that unemployment went up, the poverty levels went up. We found that governments were actually investing and putting in money that had created fiscal deficits that were even higher than World War II. So the thing is, where we are now is that there's been impacts on the levels of employment. It is actually not just a health issue, but it is also a political, social, and an economic issue as well. So 4IR is a fancy way of saying the fourth industrial revolution. It's also known as 4.0, and what it refers to is the rapidly disrupting technologies in the 21st century that came almost overnight due to the pandemic. And what it does include is things like artificial intelligence, you've got the Internet of Things, you've got virtual reality, you've got quantum computing, spatial computing. So all of this in plain English, if you have to really refer to a very practical example, is that you need to look at things like your GPS, finding you the quickest route to where you need to be. You need to look at your virtual assistants like Siri. When you look at all of this, you're currently living it, and you are in fact experiencing the fourth industrial revolution. So I think with 4IR, what happened was that we went into an overnight remote style of working and of living. And what this meant for us was that we had to do a full 360 in terms of managing how do we now serve customers, how do we work as businesses, how do we learn to do our online learning via schools, via universities, how do we order medication online, which is your telemedicine. And when you look at all of that, all of this has been affected by the pandemic, but in a positive way. People love the fact that you can get deliveries done online to your very door. Will they ever leave that again? I doubt it. So when you look at it now, remote working, online orders, telemedicine, all of that is bound to stay, and it's going to grow in the upcoming years as well. So I think what I've noticed with AI is the data analytics piece. So when you look at data analytics, there's lots of data, but you need to know what to do with it. And when you look at it, what you're actually essentially going to be considering is whether or not, when you analyze multiple sources of data, it has to be done quickly, it has to be done accurately. Something that a human might miss or might even misinterpret can be done in half the time. And when you really look at it, AI has come very far in terms of saying, how do we improve transportation? How do we enhance your entertainment purposes? How do we redefine healthcare? And when you look at the way AI has come forward, is also the fun side of it. AI can compose music, it can compose poetry, and it does actually create so many different angles almost into the next reality of where we're headed as humanity. So I think AI has been something that has catapulted society as a whole into the next dimension. And what I found in the workplace is that we can use it to optimize processes, enhance business overall in terms of saying, how are we working to get the best results with optimal efficiency? Because in essence, what we have found is that AI takes away repetitive and time-consuming tasks, which then would leave the workforce to focus on more strategic and creative means of working. Definitely, I look forward to engaging with everyone further. Thank you so much.